Even though the care work is still under the category of job that you can get sponsorship for, it's getting really hard to find a company or a job that will offer you sponsorship, especially if you are overseas. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I want to share my thoughts of why I think it's getting really hard to find a company that wants to sponsor carers from abroad. Hello everyone, and welcome again to this channel. My name is Moyadeyemi. On this channel you can get to see a lot of videos about life in the UK. I talk about immigration and I talk a lot about life of a support worker because that is what I'm doing at the moment. Why is it getting really hard for people to get sponsorship to come and work in the UK as a carer? As soon as you go on a website and you are looking for care jobs, you'll see on those jobs, like in bold letters, that no sponsorship is offered for this job. Every job role that I've been searching is in the first few lines that they are not offering any sponsorship. And I'm wondering, carers are still allowed to apply for visas in the UK, but why is it hard for these companies to want to employ overseas carers? One of the reasons I think is discouraging this company is the new rules and regulation. From around the ending of 2023, there's been a lot of changes. People talking about, oh, there's a lot of people migrating into the UK, the number is so high, we need to reduce the number. There's a lot of people coming with their dependents. The highest number of people that came into the UK came under the health and care work visa, and there's just a lot of concern of the Home Office and the government talking about the visa issue. Even though there's still a need for carers in the UK, even though there's still a need for healthcare professionals in the UK, but they are just so concerned about the numbers. How would they be able to manage it? So all this concerns and new rules and regulation is making a lot of companies to kind of want to stand away from wanting to employ overseas staff or staffs that require sponsorship. Some of the new rules and regulations that the Home Office is making is that all carers from April will not be allowed to bring in dependents into the UK. The second reason why I think most homes and most companies are not willing to employ overseas carers is because of the exploitation that happened in the care work visa. Mostly in 2022 and 2023, a lot of care homes and agencies exploited overseas staff by collecting a lot of money from them in exchange for a sponsorship for them to come and work in the UK. And the government got to know about it and they really frowned about it. They are not happy. The reason why the Home Office is making it easy or is making it possible for carers to come and work in the UK with sponsorship is because there was a need, there was a shortage. So they added the job description or the job title into the shortage occupation list. That is why carers can come and work under sponsorship in the UK. Some homes or some agencies are using this as an exploitation to get money from people in exchange for sponsorship that they already put on that shortage occupation list for it to be like available. So they made that possible, but you are collecting money to give sponsorship that you are supposed to give for free. So the government is not happy with this and they started investigating different homes. And once they found out that, okay, this particular home is involved with such behavior, they are withdrawing their license. And this is making it hard for other homes to want to even employ overseas staff. The other reason why I think some care homes are not willing to give overseas carers sponsorship is that the cost of maybe training an overseas staff can be a little bit expensive. To employ overseas staff, it's going to take a lot of orientation. For people that, for example, that have never been in the UK before, to come into the UK and work in a care home. So if a care home is employing someone from abroad, let's say someone from Nigeria or from India as an example, and these people are coming in, they don't have any prior knowledge of the British culture, they haven't been in England before, they don't even know down to the food, the dressing. There's a lot to be taught. So it's not just training overseas staff about how to give personal care or how to, it's training overseas staff about everything, the culture, the dressing, the food. So there's just a lot that is involved with employing overseas staff. It's not just about giving sponsorship for somebody to come, no matter how learned or educated that person is. The fact that that person has not been exposed to such culture, it takes longer time for overseas staff to adjust to a lot of things. So these are some of the reasons why an employer would rather employ somebody in the UK than employ someone out of the UK. So before I end this video, I just want to share that employing from overseas is also beneficial to care homes. So I will just say 2 benefits of employing overseas staff that I believe care homes like enjoy, and that is why they were employing a lot of overseas staff in 2022 and 2023. The first one is that it is cheaper to employ overseas staff. A lot of people in the UK don't want to do care work. A lot of people will not do it because care work is not a job that everybody can do. Some people call it a pull job, some people call it some ridiculous names. People call it some of those ridiculous names because they know what you face every day as a support worker, that you have to maybe do personal care, have to do like a lot of things that maybe these people might feel like irritated to do for other people. Then you have to be in that place and do all of those stuffs. So a lot of people that maybe are British citizens would not want to do a care work, and even if they want to do it, they want a better money. So these are some of the things that people were discussing when they were talking about amending the care work. They want to encourage people that are already in the UK to do care work, and people were saying maybe if they increase the salary, it will entice people to want to do care work. And most overseas staff don't mind the amount of money that they get to be paid as a carer, but people that are already in the UK would mind. So it is easier for overseas staff to come into the UK in whatever level of money that they are offering them, to want to accept that and work as a carer. And the second major reason why care homes like to employ overseas staff is that when you employ someone from overseas, you have this confidence that that staff is going to stay with you for at least 3 years to 5 years. Because if you're on a sponsorship and you have been given a visa to come into the UK for say 3 years, and before you can switch to another employer, you have to like tell the home office and register your visa, something like that, that you are with another employer. So all these things discourage most overseas staff to even want to change employer in the first place. So for like the next 3 years, they are assured that okay, this person is going to be with them, or for the next 5 years, this person is going to be with them. So it saves them the headache of looking for long-term staff. So having an overseas staff in your company is already like you have this insurance for the next 3 years or 5 years of saving yourself stress and having people stay with you for a bit longer. These are the 2 major benefits that I believe care homes are getting from their overseas staff, and why they really like to recruit overseas staff. But like I said earlier in the previous points, that some new developments and some exploitation, all of those things now are discouraging them from employing overseas staffs. If you have any comments, if you have any inputs, if you have any contribution to what I've said and you'd like to share, please go down to the comments and let me see that below, and I would like to also engage. Please don't forget to share this video with anyone you feel might be valuable to, and don't forget to like. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please, you know what I'm gonna say next? Smash the subscribe button down below, and let's keep growing together. Let's keep getting better. Let's keep sharing information, and let's keep growing together. And thank you so much so far for your encouragement. I see all of your encouragement, all of your likes, and all of your comments, and all of your subscribe, and I'm really appreciative of every single one of you. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.